The boxing's good. You know, I did it with you, and I was scared. Nobody wanted to fight because it was a hardcore. So I thought everyone's going to fight. I thought the Goomba brothers were going to fight, and I was like, all right, guys, we're all going to fight. And they were like, no, we did it when we were at the regular seminar. And so it was like 4 of us that fought that night. And then I had some dude that was 8 kilos heavier than me. I'm walking back to the castle to get changed, and I said, you ever do any boxing before? And he's like, no, never, just Thai boxing. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck. And then I went in there, and he was trying to take my head off. But that planted the seed in me, and then when I got the chance a few years later, I decided I needed to do it.
So who are you fighting next?
Look, I've had 2 fights. Every time I say, can you get someone my age with no experience, they always come back and say, I got to get this 27 with fights, or this fucking South African kid, 19, 6'3". Oh yeah, it's supposedly no experience. I was like, yeah, right. But look, I'm glad he was game. I didn't want somebody I could just take out. And he pushed me. He hit me hard, and I had to find out if I was going to be there. And so
well, it was good. You did well.
I'm glad.
I agree. If the fight had gone longer,
I would have had it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I thought that was going to be a draw.
That one. The thing is that I slipped and went down on a knee. And then Singapore, you know, they only employ Singaporeans. So you had this old lady who was the ref. Like, I don't even know if she's been in a boxing match before. And she's giving an 8 count on me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on because the guy had hit me like 8 times in the head. And apparently I was supposed to protest it and be like, no, I'm fine, because he didn't actually hit me.
Actually, your manager or your coach is supposed to protest it.
So I should.
So you pick somebody off the street to be your second, right?
Chris is my good. He's been training me for 20 years. But like we both realized later we should have said something. Now it might not have made a difference, but that loses me a point right there. Mm-hmm. But you know, professional boxer.
And every point counts.
And every point. But professional boxer David Hay said I won the next 2 rounds, so I should have won. But it's okay. I'm still glad I did it. Look, the problem is, Dan, is a month before the fight, you wake up at 2 a.m, all you're thinking about is this fucking kid. He's gonna fucking kill me, or I'm gonna kill him, and it takes a lot of mental bandwidth.
Some of my other mentees are boxing each other. Real estate guy from down south, named Reed, boxed another one of my mentees. And they put each $100,000 up. Okay, nice. Okay, and the kid beat the older guy, and then he just sent me another one where he fought, and it was a split decision this time. So there are people. Not everybody loves each other to do these podcasts, and if you say something bad about somebody, and then their cousin or their wife or somebody, and then they want to box. It's
a good experience. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing it at the castle. Because what you tell the kids, if you can get in the ring, it makes cold calling look like a joke.
Correct.
And you're right.
I agree 100%.
And you're right. Once you go through that, then you ask yourself, I'll be honest, and look, you taught me a lot about fear, Dan. And look, I wouldn't have been in the ring without you, let's be honest. I wouldn't run for mayor without you. I wouldn't have done the Ironman race without you. I wouldn't have done a lot of things without you. Because I now look at fear as something I need to engineer into my life.
Peter Thiel took $500,000 and turned it into $1 billion using the exact same techniques we're using inside the investment club. He met his CEO, his name was Zuckerberg. He pitched him the deal and he said, okay, I'll give you $500,000. Mark went public and sold the shares to people like you. Well, what happened to Peter? Well, he exited and got a 2,300x return. The wealthy invest in early stage companies, folks. The public markets are for suckers. It's a rigged game. By the way, this happens in crypto as well. It's called pre-sale tokens. This is Solana. Does anybody know this chain? They sold pre-sale tokens for 4 cents. And you can see the date on there, April 5th, 2018. Look at Solana today, folks. That thing's up over 1,000x. The media and Wall Street and all these hype people get you to buy the top. Meanwhile, they put their clients in at the bottom and they use you for liquidity to make their clients rich. You can play this same game. You just have to have the financial education and the deal flow. That's it.
That's QLA.
Well, you already engineer too much.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. But at least I try to engineer fear or risk into my life. Yeah. Whereas before I was running away.
There's a way of mitigating risk.
Right. But I'm trying to put myself in things that have a lot of upside and downside. Because like you always said, nobody remembers your failures. They always remember your wins.
Correct.
And same with me. So that's what I learned from you and QLA. I didn't roll up companies, but I learned to try to embrace risk. I'm sure I need to do more.
Yeah.
I need to do more, right?
And the older you are, the harder it is to start.
Yes.
And when we tell the old gits, it's when you're 20 years old doesn't mean shit,
Yeah. I had my first boxing match at 53. The kid was 27. I was 54. The kid was 19. All right, so there you go. So,
But everybody, all they
wants to
say,
talk
look
shit.
at what great shape he's in. Did you pay him to say that?
No, but I'll take it.
But on the opposite side of that, I think I might have mentioned it. We have guys that come to the seminar just to work up the courage to take somebody out for a coffee, after 3 years, and then she says no.
Right.
And I can't believe that, I was going to go to 24-hour fitness at 3:30 in the morning. Next time I'm in New York, I'm going to meet this bitch,
The one that said no.
Yeah, well, that's way beyond my
I
comprehension.
know, but you're teaching these kids.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely, and I still enjoy that. But
learning.
when I teach them, and as a direct result of those teachings, they carry it across the goal line. That's when I feel the best. When because now I've taught them something, that they can use in their future life, and it affects all, as you well know, it affects all your life, not just your personal life, But I mean, self-esteem is a motherfucker if it's not built in the first 7 or 8 years. The Catholic Church used to say in their homily, pre-Vatican Council 1965, you give us in Latin, you give us your children the first 7 or 8 years and we will own them for life. They've taken that out now, but that's what they used to say because that's when self-esteem's built. The Spartans, same thing, first 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
But most of the kids that are walking the streets here and that are listening to this would have been thrown in the pit. They wouldn't have got to be a Spartan because what good reason? And everybody's got rights now,
Even the kids.
especially the kids.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.
Hi, it's Brian Rose from London Real. You probably know that we've just recently been re-platformed on YouTube after 25 months completely in the dark. The truth is, I really need your help. What I really need you to do is click on that subscribe button right now, like this video, and maybe even leave a comment or share the link with friends. We're really fighting against an algorithm that's tried to keep us quiet for so long. And the more subscribers we have, the more people watch our content, the better guests we can bring you, the better content, and we can continue transforming lives. We've been doing this for 14 years now. I want to do this for another 14 years, but I really need your help. So click on that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share this, and we're going to continue to bring you more and more great content. Thank you.